Hello and welcome to Fog of Love in about 3 minutes. It is a game for 2 players. There is no solo mode. Playing time is around 1 to 2 hours. It's a reasonably simple game. There's something in the air tonight. Could it be love or simply regret? In Fog of Love, you play 2 star-crossed people who are testing out their new blossoming relationship. They will have to get to know each other, face trials and challenges, and argue over whether or not to adopt a puppy. Will your new couple go the distance, or was this a love that was never supposed to be? Winning this game is slightly odd. There are destiny cards that control whether you win or not, but the game is less about winning and more about the story that you tell during the game. Narrative driven. Fog of Love is a shared narrative game, where players share in building a story. Player turn. At the start of the game, you will collaboratively build your characters. In our sample game, Steph created Chad Bankley, a stern merchant banker with piercing eyes and an alluring musk, whereas I created Pastor Steve, a hip, liberal, tattooed youth group leader. Each character has an occupation, as well as 3 defining traits. You also have personal goals that you are working towards that you keep secret from the other player. There are 6 different personality traits on the board. The top represents a tendency towards that trait, and the bottom an aversion. Your relationship score is the combined value of your tokens in each area. So in this example, Pastor Steve is curious, Chad Bankley is close-minded, and the relationship total is 0. There is also a happiness score that changes during the game for each character. You will have a hand of event cards. Each player will alternate playing event cards and resolving their effects. Some require a choice to be made by one player, whereas others require a choice from both players. Each action can result in changes to your personality. Other actions give your partner a choice on what they will do. At all times, you are encouraged to narrate and roleplay your character in these scenes. And after a certain number of cards is played, the chapter advances and new plot elements are introduced. Cards come in 3 types: sweet, serious, and dramatic. Play continues as you progress through the chapters, encountering events and changing your personality and happiness scores. Finally, at the end of the game, you compare your secret goals to the final personality scores. In this case, domineering Chad Bankley seemed quite happy in the relationship, but poor Steve was not. Chad plays a dominant destiny, but Steve can't play a destiny card. The game is over, and they have broken up. Why would you like this game? Fog of Love covers ground not normally travelled in board gaming, that of the romantic comedy. If that topic interests you, I certainly recommend checking out the game, as it is heavily rooted in the tropes of that genre. The game benefits a lot from having buy-in. You need to be able to play the character and laugh along with the game as you get into a bunch of wacky predicaments. The game is also nicely produced, and the cards, chips, and counters all have a nice look to them. Best thing about the game is that it's pretty damned inclusive. Despite the blue and pink pieces, the cards seem to work for any 2-person relationship. However, this is a romantic comedy game, and if that theme does nothing for you, you'll likely bounce off the game hard. The game is also quite busy with all the traits to keep track of, and the cards you get can be quite random at times, leading the story to feel disjointed. I felt the mechanics got in the way of the storytelling, which I feel is the core of the game. There's not a lot of games like Fog of Love, but if you like group storytelling game, you could try your hand at Once Upon a Time. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Patreon.